Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you how can we achieve a perfect base starting right from the primer, using corrector, right color of foundation and how to last your base makeup for a long time. So let's get started. First of all, I have to tie up my hair. Always the first thing that you want to remember is that you have to start your makeup on a clean canvas, on a clean face, so that you don't want the extra dirt or extra oil to mix up with your foundation and affect its appearance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the micellar water by the Garnier and I'm going to put some micellar water on a cotton pad. I'm just going to clean my face so that although my face is already clean, but I want to just clean it once again so that anything that has not come out can come out now. Next step is to hydrate your face. So I'm using the Mantra's sunscreen and moisturizer to moisturize my face. I'm just going to moisturize my face very well. I have normal to dry skin, so I'm just using the normal moisturizer, which is a liquid lotion kind of a moisturizer, liquid moisturizer to hydrate my skin. And if you have missed my video on how to prep your skin according to your skin type, like the combination oily and the dry skin, so I've made video on that as well. You can check that. So by the time we were talking, I think my moisturizer has seeped into my skin well, and now I'm ready for the next step. So the next step is to use a primer. I'm using the Lakme Absolute Undercover Gel Primer, and I'm going to, though I don't have large pores, but still I'm going to use it on my cheeks here and on my nose. These are the prime areas where you have large pores, and on your forehead. Sometimes people have large pores on forehead as well. People usually have large pores in this area. This is the area where people have large pores, so you have to keep this in mind that whenever you are priming, you need to look into these areas. If you have large pores, then you can go in this dab motion, so that pores, they just fill in with the primer and there's no clogging of the product in these pores. Always take your time with the product. Now what is the purpose of a primer? First, I told you that it creates a barrier between foundation and skin. Secondly, your foundation needs something to stick on and stay longer there on your skin. So it also creates a sticking base, like a sticky base for your foundation, so that it sticks on that base and it goes on for a long time. Especially the liquid foundations, they tend to move a lot. So what happens is that after some time you will see that there is no foundation on your face, or it has turned gray. So what primer does? Primer holds it, because the foundation sticks on your primer, and also when it creates a barrier between your skin and the foundation does not oxidize. Let's move on to the further step, that is the correction. It cancels out any darkness that is there on the face, and different correctors are used for different kind of pigmentation and dark circles and different kind of skin problems, you can say. It depends what kind of skin problem do you have. Do you have dark circles on your face, or if you have pigmentation or hyperpigmentation, or if you have very fresh acne scars. So there are different correctors which are used to treat different kind of problems of your face. So to cancel out my dark circles, I am using the MAC NW35 Studio Fix Concealer. I usually apply corrector which is like 2 shades darker than my skin tone. I am not a very big fan of orange correctors. I think they are much easy to handle and they merge with your skin very well. Don't forget the inner corners of your eyes because these are the areas where we are the darkest. So it appears to be more dark because there is no direct light coming in the inner corners of our eyes, so it appears to be very dark. So we need to keep that in mind as well while correcting. So I will also suggest all the beginners to go 2 shades darker than your skin tone when you're applying a corrector rather than going for an orange corrector. If it's not blended well, it mixes up with the foundation and your face, the whole face will start looking peachy. So I will suggest that go for a safer option. It has started to match my original skin tone. So it has successfully cancelled out my dark circles that way. So I think we don't need to do anything else. We can do a little correction around the mouth as well. Though I'm not very dark over there, but still sometimes after some time your foundation starts appearing grey. So I've taken this kind of brush which is not very soft. It is, if you can see, it is little bit sturdy. It is the perfect brush to apply concealer. The reason being, like if I just dab my concealer with the beauty blender, what will happen is that the product will get absorbed in the beauty blender and it is going to soak in the product which I have applied actually to conceal my under eyes. So it will not solve the purpose. It is going to absorb the extra product and it is not going to hide well my dark circles. So instead of using beauty blender or a sponge, I preferred using a brush because it is not going to absorb any product first of all, and then the application is really easy because the bristles are so narrow that it can go easily in the corners of my eyes. And if you don't have the brush, don't go and buy the brush. You can use your fingers as well. Fingers are not going to absorb any product. It is also, and especially if you are using your fingers, you have a better control over the product. Apply a very thin layer of any product that you're using because we have to apply so many products. Even the moisturizer or the primer and last the setting powder, everything is counted as a product. So if you are going to make thick layers, the foundation or your base is going to start looking cakey. If you think that there are still any areas that need more concealing, you can do spot concealing at that time instead of applying more product to the whole face. So I think my concealer might have dried a little bit. If you're going for a party or an event, I think this step will really make a lot of difference. Always lightly, very lightly. You're not going to bake it. I will show you what is the meaning of baking and all those technical terms in my upcoming videos. Very lightly, just like gently powder your concealer. This will lock the concealer, especially if you have used an orange concealer. It will not mix up with the foundation. I will also show you how you can use the orange corrector. Like if you want to use one, you can see the demonstration and you can try that as well. If you have a lot of like very dark circles, then so can you see the appearance of dark circles has already cancelled out. So the next very important step is to choose the right kind of foundation, the right shade of foundation for us. uh, like majority of Indian people, they have this mentality that they want to look light, they want to go light with their foundation. That is the very time when they choose the wrong shade of foundation for themselves. Talking about the right kind of foundation, if you have normal to dry skin, go for liquid foundation. If you have an oily skin, that is like oily on an reverse side, you can go for foundation sticks. I think that is, they are more long lasting on an oily. Foundation should be of your skin tone only then it is going to even out your skin, otherwise it is going to mess up everything. Using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, don't just take it out of your bottle and apply it, just activate it a little bit and then apply. I like to dot it on my face. I'm doing this step because my fingers are not going to absorb any product and it is going to evenly distribute the product on my face. If you're noticing, I'm not going towards my under eyes because I want very thin layer under my eyes, because it is the area where we crease the most and we are the most sensitive there. So I don't want a lot of layering in that area. So I'm just going to take a stippling brush and I want good coverage on my face, that's why I'm using a brush first. Brushes don't take away the product, so first I analyzed using my fingers that how much product did I need, and then I continued with more product, and whatever is left on my brush, that product I'm using it on my neck. So how should be your motion while blending out your foundation? Your brush should go from the center of the face to the outer perimeters of the face. Whenever I use the corrector, I'm going to gently dab that area with the beauty blender so that the color correction underneath does not get ripped off. So I'm just lightly going to dab it. Don't forget the sides of the nose. Don't worry about the eyes. We can cover the eyes later on, like when we are going to start off with the eye makeup. Before starting the eye makeup, we are going to apply a little bit of concealer eyelids, just to even out the eyelids. The next step is spot correction. Wherever you think you have like little bit potential areas that has not hidden well, then go for a concealer that is almost of your shade but which has good coverage. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade Amber, and I'm going to, so I have these dark freckles around my nose, so they don't get like totally concealed with the foundation. So I need the extra spot correction for these spots, so I'll be correcting those areas. Let the product sit on your face for some time so that it sticks properly with your base and gives the coverage that you require. And then gently dab it with a beauty blender. After we have done the spot correction, we are going to lightly powder our whole face so that it sets down nicely. Tip to keep in mind is that never set a wet concealer. If you're going to set a wet concealer, it is going to become muddy. So always dab very nicely so that it gets dried out, and then go for a setting powder. I'm using this Nykaa 02 Rose Beige pressed powder, and I'm going to lightly apply it all over my face and lightly set my face. I'll be using MAC Prep and Prime to just set my whole face and they start looking more skin-like. It also makes the makeup last long. So the base makeup is done. Now I'll quickly go and get ready off camera and come back.
So here's the final look. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.